What's going on, guys? We seriously need to talk because the MMA world is on fire after what went down at UFC 315, and at the center of all this chaos is Belal Muhammad. Now, let's be honest, Belal showed incredible heart, no doubt about it. The man went through a war with Jack Della Maddalena, and he had everybody talking about his grit and toughness. But at the same time, there are folks out there raising their eyebrows, questioning his whole approach in this fight, and oh boy, it's getting heated, so here's what's up. Going into UFC 315, everyone and their grandma thought Belal was gonna stick to his bread and butter, wrestling. I mean, come on, Jack Della Maddalena is a beast when it comes to striking, and Belal's grappling game is what brought him to the dance, remember? That's how he dominated Leon Edwards and grabbed the welterweight title, but once the cage door shut, things didn't exactly play out how people expected. Sure, Belal went for a few takedowns here and there, but not as much as many thought. Man, he didn't sugarcoat it. He gave props to Belal for being a warrior, but he also straight up said he was shocked by Belal's game plan. Belal's like, my heart goes out to Belal, he's a warrior, hopefully he'll come.
Ridiculous.
Big mistake, right? Like,
Dude, yeah.
But what do you guys think? Was Jack's footwork and takedown defense really that good? Or did Belal get too caught up trying to shut up the critics who always say he's boring and can't finish fights? It's not like he didn't warn us. Leading up to the fight, Belal talked about how he was training Canelo-style boxing, and when Jack was asked after the fight if Belal had those Canelo hands, he didn't hold back. Jack laughed and said, nah, he didn't. Canelo's the man, but he didn't. Props to him though, I didn't think he'd stand there with me, but he did. Jack even poked fun at the fight graphics that showed Belal landing more significant strikes than him in round 3, but later, the official stats were updated, showing Jack actually edged it out. 34-32 in significant strikes, and just when you thought the drama was over, Khamzat jumped into the mix and went off on Belal after a fan tried to play peacemaker on Twitter, saying, "Assalamu alaikum, brother Khamzat. You and Belal might not get along, but as Muslim fans, we hate seeing you two beat. You both raise awareness for Palestine." Khamzat clapped back hard. It was like, yeah, he called me brother. Then he says he wants to beat me. How can I be nice? I like real people, not fake. If you call me brother, be my brother. We always support Palestine, but I'll never support fake people. And if that wasn't enough, Khamzat posted a picture of Belal crying, captioning it, "He's crying again," before deleting the post later. Savage? You tell me. Meanwhile, Magomed Ankalaev is sick of waiting around. He came out on X, formerly Twitter,
Yeah, it gets harder and harder going just to we get older.
Now, let's get into more of the madness brewing in the lightweight division because Charles Oliveira is officially making noise. After all the chaos at UFC 315, all signs are pointing to a fight between Charles Oliveira and Ilia Topuria, and Charles is not waiting around. He called out the UFC bosses Dana White, Sean Shelby, and Hunter Campbell directly on social media, saying we are ready with pen in hand. He wants that fight to be locked in ASAP. For most of 2025, everyone was wondering what would happen with Ilia. Would he fight at lightweight? Would Islam stay or move up? But now that JDM crushed Belal's reign, the picture is clearer. Ilia vs Charles Oliveira is likely set for UFC 317 on June 28th, but the question now is, will it be for the interim lightweight title, or will the UFC force Islam to vacate his belt? Islam has already said he doesn't want to give it up. So, what do you think? Should they strip Islam or keep it for an interim title bout? Meanwhile, Ian Gary isn't staying quiet. Right after Belal's loss, Ian posted a video saying if Islam vs JDM negotiations fall apart, he's ready to step up and fight JDM himself. He's putting himself right in the conversation for the welterweight title. Ian said loud and clear he's ready if they need him.
I was wrong. Jack Della Maddalena is the new champion in the division because Belal didn't shoot any takedowns. Mental. I know. So here's the matchups I think we should see in the welterweight division. I want to see Carlos Praches take on Jeff Neal. Two heavy hitters, two big southpaws. That's a fight I'm interested to see. Then Leon Edwards is always moaning and complaining, I don't want to fight any wrestlers, I want to fight strikers. Then let's give him the most awkward striker in the entire UFC, in Michael Venom Page. That's a fight I'd like to watch. Now, you've got the new champion Jack Della Maddalena, the Aussie, great performance, but sloppy. The rumour is Islam Makhachev is moving up to 170, and if he does, then all of us welterweights have to take a step back and give the man the respect he deserves. But if negotiations don't go so well, then you've got a tall blonde Irishman who's ready to take over the UFC and get that belt, and I will smoke Jack Della Maddalena. I'll box the ears off him.
But while everyone's talking about fighters moving up or down divisions, Alexandre Pantoja is taking the opposite approach. There's been a lot of buzz about him fight, all eyes are on who's next. Will it be Weili Zhang or Natalia Silva. When the media asked Valentina about facing the strawweight champ next, she kept it playful, saying, "Maybe fans can vote on my OnlyFans page to tell me who they want me to fight next." Classic Valentina. And on the other side, Weili Zhang wasted no time. She posted, "Congratulations to the champion. Everything's lined up perfectly. It's destiny." So, would you guys want to see Weili move up and challenge Shevchenko? And who do you think wins that fight? Now, things got a bit more intense when Jack Della Maddalena's coach took things to a whole new level of savage. Right after JDM's win over Belal, Jack's coach dropped a YouTube video titled "How to Beat Belal," and oh boy, they didn't hold back. In the video, the coach basically accused Belal of using PEDs, performance-enhancing drugs. He pointed at Belal's body transformation and hinted that during his past fights, he wasn't on juice. But this time, his physique looked completely different. They even implied that despite the alleged PED use, Jack still beat him. Now this has the whole MMA world buzzing.
Down block, even if it's not all the way in, and then just throw your feet back. He face planted Belal, and then Belal got tired towards the end. It was only a 3-round fight, but he wasn't on juice then. He was a different physique completely. But then after that, the down block was enough after the first few sprawls.
So now I gotta ask, do you believe Jack's coach? Do you think Belal was on something for this fight? Or is this just mind games and excuses? The MMA streets are talking and the accusations are flying.